Hello, hello. Welcome to PURELive. I am Asia Jamal Rogers. It is 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You guys that have watched my show, you know that we start off at least with one sponsor before we get going. But we're in for a good show because that's what we do over here. So, first, we're going to start with the Dreamers. Let's go. All right, all right. So now, without further ado, we're going to bring on my guest, J. William Cosby.
Hi. This is so fun. I can't believe I'm on your show. Lord Jesus, he just blessed me right now, right now.
Oh, what have I done? So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my God.
I swear we're sober. Um, so why don't you
What you
go
want to
ahead?
talk about?
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, please? Yeah.
Well, I'm Jonathan Cosby. Hi. Most people call me Jay, John. There's a whole bunch of names, but Jonathan is fine. Um, Tell me about you. That's so hard. So, born and raised in Chicago, been in church since I was point 0.5 years old, which means as soon as I was born and I was well enough to be outside, mama put me in church or she brought me to church. So, raised in West Point Missionary Baptist Church, 36th in Cottage Grove. Um, what else? Always in ministry since I've been in there. Usher board ministry, youth ministry, media ministry. So always working, always busy in there. It was fun learning that I had a servant's heart and all of that. So now I get it. Um, what else? Went to college for to be a graphic designer. Been a graphic designer for 20 years. Slowly coming out of it. I resided in Atlanta, Georgia for about 10 years, for the last 10 years.
Hmm.
Spent time at North Point Community Church and East Stanley. Um, Later, I got involved. I wanted to take a break from church work or working in church, and so eventually, I finally got involved with mentorship for the college students. About for the last like 3 years ago, before I came back home to Chicago to be around, close to family again, and move into a season of caring for my mom, but being close to her. She's fine, but
Good.
it's that time. And before I left for Atlanta, was attending Willow Creek Community Church, but the Chicago branch or campus, and that's when I really found the I found a place or a church home community where they were very creatively conscious, and I needed that a lot at that time of my life, around like
Can
36,
you explain
37.
that? What do you mean by creatively conscious?
Um, so when I was at West Point, it was like it was a Baptist church, and it's where I grew up and all. But so when I started working there as a graphic designer, when I figured out what I wanted to do, just improving stuff like flyers and so forth and so on,
Mm-hmm.
church bulletins and stuff. And eventually, I just felt like I don't feel spiritually covered as a creative person. Like I just started to feel like I needed that this creative
Creative outlet,
spiritual covering. Hmm?
creative spiritual covering.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's the way I explain it. But I needed it's like I needed to be around other creatives, I would say. So when I got to Willow and their form of worship was how to put it, like Hillsongish type of stuff before I even knew it. So
Okay.
guitars and stuff like that, and that just it did something for me. And then able to be around others who were also graphic designers, so I was able to kind of get connected with other creative people, and I didn't have that back at the church that my home church that I grew up at.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt, yeah, like my heart, as soon as I sat down in the seat, like my heart said, I'm home. Because this just felt like this is what I needed.
That's excellent. So, did you do more graphic design, or were you more into music at that time?
More graphic design work, like I was able to, like one of the first things that I was doing was creating the artwork for the worship service, like the worship sets, meaning like the um, graphics, like for their screen that they had in the auditorium at the time.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
was fun. I hadn't done that before, but I always like even years before that, when I listen to music, I always see like a scene or like a video or something like always like the storytelling type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now that I was at Willow and getting exposed to this stuff, and now I'm doing graphic design for worship and music, it's all coming together that I'm able to make graphic stuff for music. And whenever I would hear the worship music before service, I was able to visualize what the graphics not should be, but what they just came to be out of my head from listening to the music. So
You were visualizing. So
yeah,
let's get into that because when I asked you to send me information, you called yourself a visual communicator.
yeah.
So, what does that mean exactly?
So in college, the um, degree was called visual. It was like a bachelor. What is the thing called? Bachelor of Arts in visual communication. That was the name of the my category, I guess, like degree or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So what it means basically is that there are some people who are speakers. There are some people who are writers. I'm a visual communicator in terms of since I was doing graphic design, I'm able to try to like visually communicate what the event is. So if there's like a concert, then I'm creating, taking photos and for me, I'm trying to make this flyer feel like an event inside of this 5 by 7 card, so that the person that's looking at it, including myself, would feel like, oh, what is this? This seems like it's going to be a great time. This seems like it's going to be exciting. Whether it's colors or whatever the stuff that I do. So when I'm seeing this thing, it's communicating to me that there's an event coming and it looks exciting. So like in movies or like with trailers, they're
Mm-hmm.
communicating what this movie is and blah blah blah. Like, oh, I want to go see it because they really, this seems pretty interesting. So it's really that, like, visually communicating, hey, come to the show or the film or this music, whatever, and this type of like visual attraction to just like communicate to the consumers uh,
Okay.
to come through or look at or whatever, if that makes sense.
Kind of. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Very deep.
If you were trying to let's say you were tasked with trying to communicate something specific, an idea. Do you feel like it would be easier for you to communicate the idea through art or verbally?
At first it was art, and I think now it's transitioning to verbally, because we talked about it being like an introvert. Um, really,
Oh,
I
we
didn't like
talked about it,
people.
y'all. He wasn't talking about y'all. Y'all didn't miss that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we ain't see y'all wouldn't even hear. But before, like I was just really like scared to be in front of crowds. Like I hated Easter speeches and Christmas stuff because I had to stutter back then, and I didn't want to be in front of nobody. But I learned that I kind of want to kind of beat that fear. But now I feel that because my visual communicative style is starting to kind of fade out a little bit. I'm more so in a position where I'm very interested in communicating verbally now. Like I have the confidence to be able to have something to say.
So that
And
was
now,
about a lack of confidence.
is that again?
It was about a lack of confidence.
Yeah, like I just didn't have anything to really say, like unless you give me a piece of paper and read from it and said a
Hmm.
church announcement or something like that. But now it's like I feel like I can be on the panel, and if I can contribute to the conversation based on my experiences, and that's what I'm ready for. So I never wanted to talk about anything unless I had like the experience, for stuff. Like I have the experience of being married, a couple of times, and now I understand. Excuse me, like why I'm married, why I wanted to marry, the complications that came with that, the challenges of that, the all of that stuff, and now I can say, what, just be careful about choosing a particular person. You have to understand self and your maybe pains or this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. And
Mhm.
so that's like one thing that I know from my experience I can talk about confidently, but also I like to hear from other people's experiences and be able to share that circle of experiences. So even with graphic design, I can say to a graphic designer that's coming up or just going through, like, I know
Mhm.
these people are really, they don't get what we do. They think what we do is simple. It's not cut and paste. It's not, like there's so much
Yeah,
with this.
you don't just cut and paste.
No, you don't. No, it should
No.
take about 2 minutes for you to cut and paste this information in there and just make it pretty.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's more than making it pretty. It's there's just so much. There's so much thoughts to go. Like when you're just a natural creative. Like there are people who have to learn how to do it,
Mhm.
and there are people who are just, they just see everything. They just have it in them without being taught anything. And those are ones I think are the most sensitive people, because I think I'm one of those people that could just feel a lot, sometimes too much.
Yeah.
But I can just see stuff, and I can feel stuff, and I can kind of see maybe 10 steps ahead
He said he can
of
see
things.
stuff and feel
Yeah,
stuff.
it's so much. I don't even know. I just want to shut this off. I can't.
Oh
That's
no.
why I keep these on to be focused. Because if I take these off, then it's just like I see this, I see the
Oh
world, I see
word.
everything, and then I have to keep my
Oh,
mouth
word.
shut. It's a lot. It is so much. This is a lot.
I hear you. I feel you.
Yeah.
So, in talking about all the different things that you do and your inspirations and things like that, we are going to get into some of your music, and we're going to talk about what you said your mission is and what that looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it.
Um, Before we do all of that, I just want to know who designed this.
Oh, that's me. I design all my stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I am. I take care of my stuff. I trust my stuff. I know what I see, and that's where I'll put it.
Period. So you want to tell everybody what this is about?
Uh, I was really choosing, like I hadn't really thought of a logo for myself before, and I just when I had downtime and when I wasn't working for a while, and just trying to figure out what would represent me. And I'm very shy about spotlighting myself. I just don't like it. But like, what could be a symbol? Well, I'm a Leo, not the typical Leo, but meaning, ooh, you Leo, ooh, you one of them. But it's just like it's I'm coming into this confidence about myself and my life experiences that I've grown spiritually, spiritually a lot over the last year, and I'm just very focused and very intentional about just so many things. But I'm coming into like my leadership, um, I don't know, feels whatever that it is. But I'm really adamant about what's important and wanting to not just wanting to lead the way, but I'm a person that is going to stand up and say, hey, this is wrong. This needs to be this way. In terms of things need to be whatever things are, need to be better. This is um I don't I guess like leadership. That's the best way I can put it. Like leadership is just coming out now more and more and more. Instead of being a shy kid,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the stepping forward man that I know what's right, what's wrong, or what has to happen. And
Yeah.
so that's where the
Really hard to
Leo.
imagine you being shy.
Oh no, not at all. But I'm coming into my own now. But even with that,
I
like
am a
it's
butterfly.
kind of huh.
Except now I am a butterfly.
I'm butterfly. I'm
Autograph you.
here now. But even with that, what was that symbolism? It was the lion and the lamb, or what's that saying that having the heart of a lamb, but the leadership of a lion, or something like that. And so that's what I'm just coming into. And the part underneath the lion is so that's it's the reflective sun experiments, and that name I chose because it was hard to find a name, but I wanted it to make it as specific as I could to me.
Mm-hmm.
So the reflective part is I think about so much, so I'm always reflective of so many things. Just introvert, introspective is just all in here. So I'm it's all the time, and I'm a son. My mama him somewhere. So
I'm
uh,
somebody's baby.
I'm somebody's baby, and so so I'm a son, right?
All right.
Son of God's. It's just out, and the experiments part is in my music. I'm experimenting with expressing my thoughts through it. Um, I'm trying stuff out. Like 20 years ago, I was thinking like I just don't hear the music that I want to hear. I,
Hmm.
I loved I love jazz, like all the jazz, blues, now old school gospel a lot, um, old school hip hop, even opera, um, country. So it's like all of these things that I love. And back then I was experimenting with how I could try to put music together. And now 20 years later, I'm really serious about it because it's just been in me. It just won't get out of me. And now playing guitar and with the production part, I'm blending all of these things that I loved back in the day. So old school hip hop, like Diggable Planets and MC Light and Queen Latifah and De La Soul and Kid and Play and Fresh Prince, DJ Jazz Joe Fresh Prince and now Quincy Jones and all this stuff. So there's like a blend of all of these things that I've loved, and I'm putting them in my stuff for the experiment of it. But I love what I hear, and it takes a lot of bravery to just to be able to share, for me in a way, to share this tender love of music and to put it into a big old universe of other amazing artists that are out there and singers and stuff. And but this is like it's almost like my love projects dedicated to people that influenced me and that gave me a lot to smile about when I listen to their music.
Oh,
uh,
that's nice.
yeah,
So
it's a
this is the thank you.
it's a thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's a love project. It's it's y'all taught me because I listened to y'all. It'll be a dream to meet one of these, KRS-One or just any one of them.
One of those powerhouse people.
Yeah, one of the teachers.
Just in case y'all wondering why I look like I'm going through stuff over here, I am.
I need to. You know what? I get the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Gotta be noisy though, I think.
Yeah, that would be why I don't have one on.
Yeah, we gonna do this the entire time.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay. So yeah, yeah, I got to like 90. I'm just
She over there, how they got menopause. It is like situation going on right now.
What you saying? Okay.
This Marvin Gaye hat on and everything. I am just.
Well, we're gonna listen to some of this music. But what I would like to do real quick first, those of you that are watching, if you have not already done so, this is what I want you to do. Subscribe. Yay.
Let's see that little hand is to click do that.
Right.
Find it, do it, click it, whatever you think, whatever you gotta do.
Yeah. Well, he said, do that.
Do that. Find you.
Oh. I'm frightened, Manny. I'm frightened. So what we're gonna do, Lord have mercy. We're gonna take a little break.
It's time.
Take a small little break, have a commercial break. And then when we come back, I'm gonna have Jonathan. I'm gonna have him introduce all of that, right? I'm gonna have him introduce the song that we will be singing. So see you in a moment. Jamal Rogers, and I'm a singer, songwriter, choreographer, voice actor, and I'm the creator and talk show host of PURELive. PURE is an acronym for Perfectly Undefined Raw Elegance. So naturally, we want our content to be pure, raw, and elegant. It airs live every Friday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube and Facebook. And if you'd like to see all of the episodes, you can reach it at asiajamal.com, ASIAJAMAL.com. Or if you'd like to be on the show, you can reach me at asia@asiajamal.com. Hope to see you soon. Period. Okay.
I was jamming to the commercial.
Me too. I do it every time.
Yeah.
Yes. Every time I hear it, I'm like,
yeah. Do you go back like this?
No.
You don't do one of those?
No.
You do, no.
You the generation before me.
Let me tell you something right now, young lady. Back then we had the one step, and then we had the, we had overlap,
You got no sense at all. Okay, you want to tell everybody about this? What is this?
So this is an EP. This is my second, I think, larger project. Just like a lot of songs that I was working on for the last like 4 years, and it's just kind of ready. I wanted to share it. So most of that. So Black Horse Rising. Originally, I was thinking of the title of my next project would be Bite of the Underdog. There's a lot of times what I do for like an underdog where people kind of treat me like an underdog or like, Jay, you need to know a little bit about, just like just certain things that certain people think that I can't do or don't think about. So underdog. And then I was thinking, Bite of the Underdog is kind of a long. So in a way, I was trying to figure out what's a different word for underdog. And another name of it was Black Horse. Black horses are unique and, beautiful and all that. But so it is like the black horse that is rising. Um, so that's like where the title comes from. So all the other songs on this EP has everything to do with like power, especially for our melanin nation, for our black people. Like I love making music that has a feel from the 70s that talks about love and positivity and power and getting together and stop all this foolishness and come, that type of stuff. So this record is really is focused on putting some positive vibes in that hopefully will kind of not inspire, but just will just make you feel good. Like, yeah, love and power and trying to be a good person or stuff like that. So it's a story. It's a story about power, about love and coming together and hey, let's just feel good, right now.
Good. All right. And what's the name of this song, sir, that we're about to play?
This song right here is called Good Man. Say, Good Man is focused on just trying to be a, good man. Jesus, help me out.
Help me, please.
Help me out. Help me out. Now put your sister in there. So, because it's like a reflection of me, doing my best to be a good man for God and focusing on that and adding that fun voice from your sister that I really wanted to put in there. It just felt good. And but yeah, Jesus help me out. Let me be a good man. Doesn't want to be.
All right. Well, we're about to play it. Music break. Good man. Take one.
Enjoy. I hope.
Lord have mercy.
Hey,
Did
yes. Was only
it work?
oh
Was it working?
oh oh oh. Okay.
Did it work the soul?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So
Cool,
I would
man.
like you to explain how you want to utilize your music, your graphic designing, or whatever it is that leads to the part where you're talking about mentorship.
Um, they're kind of separate. So music for me right now, it's like it's in the personal lane where I'm having fun with it. I think the reason why I'm saying it's in the personal lane is because I've done graphic design work so much that it became fun, then it started to turn into a tiring job where I didn't enjoy it as much anymore. So usually my creative whatever uh, goes into like certain cycles. So like at first it was poetry, then it was songwriting, at least trying that, and then it became music, then it became graphic design for 20. So now I'm going back to the music part to have something that's fulfilling and fun and creative for me. Um, I my dream is to man, it'll be great to get it on the radio. That'll be like back from WGCI and the rap down and stuff like that back in the day. To hear it on the radio, but to also to hear a song as a featured as a soundtrack in a film. Um, every time I look at a film, I'm always hearing the music behind it, like Superman is oh Superman coming. So like I want to get into
Or shaft.
yeah, like to contribute to that. So that's my ultimate dream is that.
Okay.
Um, I don't really have anything other than that, but just to have fun with it and to protect it and to protect it meaning I want to be sure that it doesn't turn into a job. That I don't want to I don't want to start to hate it as
Right.
I do, not hate graphic design, but just I want to just have something for me. Um, with the
And-
mentorship thing.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go ahead. That's where I was getting to. Mhm.
Oh yeah, with the mentorship thing, it's that's where I was talking about before. Like I get creatives because I'm one, and I get how sensitive we are because I am. I get how we listen, like we hear, see, whatever that it is. I get it, and we kind of don't have like in our community. There's not a lot of people that really understand this outside of that. So I just like to be involved in those type of conversations, and to also younger ones coming up like me to just be there if they have any questions, if they just want to talk creative stuff that they can't talk about with their friends. Like I want to be there, be there for them because I've been through it. So there's kind of like three avenues. Is that four? Three avenues happening that all are related to one another. Um, so I'm active in different ways in that. So it's kind of hard to answer the question in terms of how they all blend, but they all are connected. But graphic
Well, like,
design,
what's your? Do you have like a plan? Are you building on a mentorship program, or what are you
yeah.
doing there?
So with the mentorship part, my first idea is to get connected with art schools and colleges, even high school, I think, but to get connected with them to, as I was picked out when I was in college at Westwood, and wanting to see, hey, college people, uh, what students do you have that are possibly available that I can, get them and have an internship for them so that I could maybe forward or, share them with clients or maybe, come into the colleges or just have one-on-ones or something like that with them to be able to share, my experiences with them as they're coming out of college and what their career, what their, um, uh, I guess aspirations, aspirations are. Um, so I think that's definitely the first step.
Okay.
Uh, is that. So I don't want to call it a business just yet because I got to figure out that model. But that's the first thing that I want to do is go back to where I came from and say, hey, I've been through this whole gauntlet of design and businesses and all this stuff, and it's not like what we thought it was back in college. Like it's rough. So I'm here for you. Let's talk. I'm available. Excuse me. And that's where my head is right now. So I'm inching towards that direction. Um,
Okay.
yeah.
And just so you guys know, all this stuff I'm putting up there, pay attention, write it down, screenshot something so you can get a hold of him. This is his social media handles. That's what this is about. I'm trying to give you time. Did you get it?
Did you
Did you
get
take
it?
it
Did you
down?
get it? Did you
Did you write
screenshot
it down?
it? Did you go to your Instagram that you like look for at?
So I
Get you
just
can go to
want to know, did you get it?
Instagram.
Oh, did you get it?
Did you get it? It's J. William Cosby, like Bill. Yeah, that's hard to do now, man. I hate that.
Well, we got J. William Cosby. We can
Yeah,
start there. You are who you are, right?
yeah. It's my daddy's last name. Shoot. Am I related? I don't
Nation.
know.
Like Uncle Ruckus.
No. Hey, hey.
um.
It's fat Albert.
So we got the goofies today, y'all. And I blame it on the heat because I'm overeating over here. Can't you tell? Can you see me?
I blame it on the Lord. He made me this way.
Well, Michael Jackson said blame it on the boogie. So
Oh, that's my boy. I miss him. I haven't heard
um
that boy.
me too. So how can people get your music?
They can go to any platform. I'm on everywhere. The primary ones are YouTube Music and YouTube itself. What else? Apple. What is it? iTunes? Apple Music. I guess both of them. Spotify. Uh, Amazon. And anywhere else that sells music. iHeartRadio. Um, so pretty much everywhere you can find me.
I heart radio too.
Yeah, some stuff is probably still flowing through the channels of the music platforms, but you can find me everywhere just about.
All right. And if any of y'all got questions and stuff, I read this. That's why I had the information up there. That's why I said you get it. Did you have it? I saw Gina in the chat. Hey, Gina.
Hey baby, I'm over with your sister. This is so fun, girl. Tell your friends I'm crazy, but I'm good crazy though. Hey girl.
We don't have to tell anybody. They see the evidence.
Nah, she love me. I love her. Hey girl.
Okay. So let's talk about some more of your stuff. Let's go. What
Yeah,
is this about?
that's a tender one. So that's my boy Deshaun. Um, Deshaun, I'm not gonna cry. Deshaun, I met him when he was I think 7 or 8. He came to West Point when he was that age. Good kid. Anger challenges. He was unfortunately abused for a little while at that time. So when he came to the church in our youth ministry, he had some anger stuff going on, and now over the years I understood. But so fast forward, he was in our youth ministry. He had a servant's heart, always bugging me or somebody like, "What can I do? What you want me to do? What you want me to do?" Just always trying to do something, which I loved. Reminded me of me a little bit. And so anyway, he grew up, got married to his wife, Presh. Hey, Presh. And had two beautiful kids, which is amazing since he was, going through an abusive challenge in his life, and now he's a father. And so he was a serviceman for, I believe, 13 years, I think. I may have that wrong, but 13 years. And that was my boy. We hadn't talked in a while, um, just whenever he had some, passes in his family. But he and I were really close, and Um, he unfortunately there was an incident where he was on a boat with his friends and he didn't wear a life jacket, and unfortunately he slipped overboard or tripped or something like that, and it wasn't a good day to be going on the boat, and he fell over and he drowned, and that was the worst pain I've ever felt. I hate to say like the worst, even when my family members passed away, all those were hurts, but this was like the biggest one because he was like a son to me and a brother to me and a lot of stuff. And I just have a heart for kids because I grew up because I was a kid. But so when he passed away, I was screwed up for a while and I wanted to do something for him. And I just found this video where he was talking with his friend and they were talking about life stuff. And um, a portion of his conversation I wanted to grab and download and, put it in this mix so that I wanted his voice to be heard. I wanted his voice to be, his thoughts to be heard by his peers, ones he knew, didn't know. I wanted something that they can hold on to, um, something I can hold on to. And Deshaun always wanted me to be happy. And so that's a love project dedication to him. But I just want his voice to be heard. And yeah, that's the thing with that. So it's called We Stand Together, and when you find it, just listen to it. You'll understand it. It's hard for me to talk about it right now, but um,
Okay.
good boy, and I miss him. And yeah, that's for D and his friends and his family.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So,
Yeah,
what is this one about? Sorry to get you all emotional.
it's fine. It's good. His emotion is. I'm glad I'm emotional about something. That's my first album project. So that was like a big deal because I was always curious about like what if I did an album, and so it's kind of dedicated to. It's a sentimental thing. I love records. Um, had a cousin or have a cousin Harvey. He gave me my first record player, and um, my first thing that I touched was a record player, my mom's record player. And so there's just like I wanted to create stuff that felt like listening to a record like I did when I was a kid, and yeah, like dedication to like a sentimental connection to that and all the music that I've heard over the years that I love and miss. So um, it's fun. I'm really happy about it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So, you got this
Why you do
heart.
this to me? You like the Black Barbara Walters or Oprah? This out. Dang, what is this?
And tell us how you really feel. No,
Oh,
please don't. Not right now. Tell us like
okay.
that came out wrong.
No, it came out right. I know what it is. I don't want to do it either.
Lord help me. Don't yell
He
at me.
will. Yes, he will. Oh my
Um,
goodness.
so what I want to know, if there's anything, you said you have a heart for the young people. If there's
Mm.
any message you can give them that you know will get to them, what message would that be?
Live long enough, you'll understand um, the stuff that you're going through. It's all necessary. Um, be honest with yourself as much as you can. I know the feeling of trying to fit in and trying to find your way and who you are and blah 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 and heartbreak and frustrations and all this type of stuff. Just be willing to go through it, and I pray that you have people around you that will help you through it who understand that. And that's why I want to be a mentor because I understand. Maybe not everything. I don't have to, but I know that I understand what it's like to be young, trying to figure it out. That's what I would say. But
Okay.
just keep living, keep going through if you can. and you're going to be amazing. You're already amazing, but man, you're going to be something else when you go through your stuff.
You're gonna be something else.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
positive something else, not a ooh child.
You something else, Lord. I don't know what to do with you. You just you your daddy. Yeah.
So one of the things that I heard in a song by Ron Canoli, the song said, "If you catch hell, don't hold it. And if
Mm,
you're going through hell, don't stop. He
yeah.
said, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Don't stop."
Man, I need to put you in the mix now.
Oh, okay.
You got to find that one. That's yeah. I agree with that one. Yeah.
Right? So that's what we got to do, peoples.
Yeah,
Go
man.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
Life is a beautiful, tragic experience, but it's when you get it's a gift. When you understand that, I mean, it really is a gift.
Yes.
And all roads lead back to God, no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Literally, no matter what. Like, you can't stop that. So,
Yeah. It's like there was a point last year when I was going through it, like job loss and losing my apartment and blah blah blah, and I just got to this point like I can't do nothing about it, and I just said if I lose everything, I still got God. If I lose my life on this earth, I still got God. I don't
got
lose.
everything.
Yeah, you don't lose. You lose a little bit, but when you lose, you have your hands and your soul will be able to be open to faith and whatever else that comes. You'll see.
You will see.
You'll see.
And if you guys want to get a hold of him, I showed you his social media. If you have questions or anything like that, I will make sure that he gets them if you're going to add them. I don't know when you're going to watch the show. If you're watching it later, you can still ask the questions. Ask what you will.
It's the rock.
Oh. Oh. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? But oh no. Oh.
I almost fogged up my glasses with my nose.
See what you did? See what playing around. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap this up. Uh, I was about to ask you to do so, but the way that I was going to say it was it wasn't going to come out right. So let me.
Might as well go ahead and say it.
What I
It's
was
gonna
going
be
to
fun.
say
Yeah,
is,
we almost related it.
what words would you like to leave everybody with? What's your final words for the show, for this episode?
Mm, that's a good one.
Thank you.
Stop fooling around and being angry about stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you. Um, just go back to the blueprint, whether you're religious or believe in God or not. Just go to just love people like you want to be loved. I know it's hard for some of us, but all the rest of this stuff, this fighting crap, though, it's not helping anything. Just try to do your best to stay to yourself, but just try to do one good thing for somebody. It ain't got to be the whole world. You can't change the whole world. You can't, but you can impact the world around you, whether that's your family or I don't know, work or whatever. But just just do your best to you know love people and calm down, but just do your best to love people and just be kind. Just be kind. I know it's hard, but just be kind. You can't lose.
Can't lose.
You can't lose. That's it.
I agree with that.
Oh, amen.
Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, be here. I should be here. Friday,
It's
9
time to
p.m.
go.
It's time to go.
Go.
Go. Aw. Well, you can come back.
Can I?
Wait, wait, you just.
Elmo, Elmo don't want to go.
Lord have mercy. Y'all
Black Elmo don't want to go nowhere.
yeah. Y'all tell me if you want him back, and then we can have him back.
Elmo love to come back.
Okay, let me pray about it first, because
Okay, you got that red. We both got red. It's the Elmo Nation, baby.
oh Lord.
Hey, baby. Let's see. Oh, I ain't see all the. Oh, people are talking. Hey. Oh, she got the crying out. Hey. Hey, sis.
He's just
Hey,
now
honey.
seeing
Hey.
my sister's messages. That
I
is what's
did. I
happening
was
right
going. I
now.
was focusing. I'm sorry.
Y'all probably like, what's happening? He tweaking. That's what he's doing. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. You come back here, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time every Friday night. See ya. Have a good
Bye.
evening.
See
Bye. Bye-bye now.
you
Bye-bye.
later. Bye.
Being lasted all night. I know that joy comes in the morning light. So I march on to a new song, 'cause I've been marching to that old one way too long. And I gotta move on and take new steps every day, 'cause I know there is got to be a